I'm Tevlev, this is Tin Gaming, and here's a random one-off Mario Maker video. Around a year ago I put out this video, Undertale recreated Mario Maker 2, and even before then, in 2015, I had a very similar video, Undertale recreated Mario Maker 1, and it just kind of like went through the same beats as Undertale. I mean, if you kill certain enemies, you get all the coins, which gives you a new ending where you can fight dry bones, I mean sands. Well, the original became like a mostly video, and people still ask questions about it in the comments, so I'm just gonna make this now and link it at the end of that one. Hopefully answer all the questions. I'm just gonna explain my level, I guess. Okay, so this is like Mount Ebot or whatever, the prologue. You like climb the mountain and then fall in the hole. And if you put that together, then this must be like the bed of flowers you fall in. That's Flowey shooting friendliness pellets at you or whatever they're called. And like it sort of relies on just hoping you get some of the references and can sort of like stitch them together. But that's Toriel, obviously. Clearly, right? And this is kind of the character. It's kind of lucky, I guess, because what other enemy is gonna represent her the most, I guess? And luckily this is the like an enemy that can follow you around and help you through traps, like she does in the game, you know? So hopefully that translated the best possible way.
They put in Flowey. What is that? I don't recognize that. That never. Oh, it's the goat. It's the goat mom.
And I mean, this wall here is just supposed to slow you down, because otherwise you can like just run through it. She's got to like get in position here. The Monty Mole is sort of in a way where it's harder to get through it without killing it. Kind of like in the game. Because most players are gonna kill Toriel on their first playthrough Undertale, you know. Okay, I'm realizing this is everyone's gonna find out that I'm a crazy person that overthinks stupid things like this, and I'll accept it because it's the truth. I mean, you probably already knew that. This is, I guess you could say this is like the door that exits the ruins, and this is where you meet Sans. He's got the blue eye, luckily, you know. But yeah, it's like the bridge. This is the part where it just kind of represents it loosely, but it would have been better if I did like one of the puzzles or something and sort of represent that in some way instead of just like, you know, it's an ice level in Undertale, it's like ice level in Mario. Because really that's what it's supposed to be. Like, first, it's supposed to be a Mario level, platforming and all that stuff. Because there's like moments, there's no moments in Undertale where it's like, are you going to be a good guy or bad guy? It's just, you just do your actions, you like kill an enemy, and the story unfolds from that. You know, instead of like a pipe here where it's like kill or spare. Like, I feel like that's not what Undertale is, so that's not what... I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Even though I didn't finish my sentence, I hope it makes sense. There really was no end to the sentence. I just hope you get it. I hope I get it. Anyway, here's Papyrus' fight. It's possible to get up there, too. You get a second key. We'll just say that's Gaster. Just like just an extra key that you can get in case you want to do a pseudo-pacifist run, because it is possible. You know, everyone always asks about pacifists in the comments, and it is possible to beat the level without killing anything. It's also possible to get all the coins without killing anything, all the red coins. But there's no like secret path or like ending. You can just do it without killing anything. And I guess I can demonstrate that, kind of. I'm gonna kill everything, but still. This is Temmie Village. I know I skipped over that, but this is like, the mushroom was like the mushroom dance guy. There's like the door to the stores in the middle. And, you know, Waterfall has, this is Waterfall, by the way. This is like the plants, you know, that's what they look like. Napstablook, or whatever his name is. Yeah, I put a lot of thought into this, especially way back in 2015. And you can see I made sure that Napstablook's characterization was accurate to his Undertale counterpart. He's shy. Anyway, here's like a waterfall, because it's waterfall. There's a door. This is Undyne. It's supposed to be the escape sequence where she's like throwing spears at you. And Undyne is like a fish, so she couldn't be anything but a Cheep Cheep. I hope people agree with that. No, I think they do. People like the Cheep Cheep Undyne. I kind of wish I put her up here though. I think that makes more sense. In the original level, I had the Cheep Cheep up here. Because it is easier to spare her in the game. So it's like you kind of have to go out of your way to kill her, which would be up here. That was kind of my only regret with this level. I think. I had a lot with the first one. And I fixed a bunch of it the second time. But, well, there's a lot wrong with it. But, like, I'm not saying it's perfect besides that. I don't think it's perfect. But I did the best with what I had. This is Sans hot dog stand. And Hotland, you know, has conveyor belts on it. They're like all over the place, so, you know, conveyor belts, fire, the red blocks can be lava. It's Hotland, you know. So, and this is Alphys' lab. Obviously. Looks just like it. Not really. You know, the layout of the lab, she's got like the top part with the conveyor belts. The bottom part. This is Oh, I was gonna get those. This is Metaton. You know, big gray character, right? And then the next part is, these are the Royal Guards, Royal Knights, I want to say, whatever they're called. You could say they're Sans Papyrus. It doesn't... No, you can't. You know, they're skeletons. That would not be right. I'm only interested in total accuracy with this level. But yeah, this sort of, you know, the elevator up to the spider's lair. This part, I think this part's pretty accurate, just because it's like, you know, you're walking forward, you got the laughing. This is the donut. This is the croissant, which looks like a fire flower for some reason. These are the vents, little air vents that lead to the next part. And fun fact, in the video, I jump over this, but I actually fell. Like, I must have just like done this and hit the spikes. And you can see it in the video where I like literally, I just make a cut there. Otherwise, I don't want to have to like have in a video where I like walk all the way in a circle. And that's boring. I'm also about to run out of time. I have 40 seconds left because I'm standing around talking the whole time. So that'd be kind of awkward. But this is Muffet. You know, Muffet has like those the spiders that are trying to eat you, and you're going up. So it's like it represents it well enough, I think. And I actually forgot to include her in the first level. That was awkward. I'm definitely gonna run out of time before I even get the checkpoint. And this core, you're going to the core now, and it's not exactly like representing it well. Here, I'm not gonna get the coin because while I'm running away from this is Metaton, and I need to tell you that because it's not really clear otherwise. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to die. But yeah, a big problem way back with the first level is not first level, the first game. If you died, you didn't get your key back. If you get the key, you don't get it back if you die. And that's ridiculous. I wanted it to get fixed in an update. And this is on Wii U, by the way. I was like, oh man, I hope the next Wii U update will fix this. It didn't. It didn't fix it in the sequel either. Because there are certain issues that could break levels. If you kept the key. But it seems like it happens, like there's more of an issue if you lose the key. Like in this level, it's beatable, but then you don't get the secret ending. And I can't put a checkpoint on the other side of the key door because then I would totally lose this checkpoint coming up, which is gonna just be more annoying for more people. Okay, but you know, let's talk about Metaton in this level. It looks awful. I make fun of it in the main video too. Oh no! And there was no Metaton EX in the original video because I thought that I'm just gonna get hit there. because I thought that just the normal Metaton represented him enough, which was not true. That was the best way I could represent it. You needed the stilettos, for sure. You needed that to be in it, but you also needed it to be a fight, and you also needed it to have a face, I think. So we got that. You have to use your imagination. This one looks the most like, this is in the thumbnail too, it's Judgment Hall with Sans. In the first video, for some reason I didn't have a Sans at this point. I didn't even include Judgment Hall at all. There was a part that looked like it. That was supposed to be the part leading up to Asgore. Like where the souls are. There's like a bunch of souls off in the other room. Up to his home or whatever. I don't know. And I put a Goomba there. I don't know what the Goomba was supposed to be, and everyone thought, why is Sans a Goomba? Because they were using your imagination too. It's like you have to. Everything looked like Mario instead of Undertale, so it's like obviously they would make the assumption that maybe Sans would be a Goomba in this level, but no, it just was a Goomba for no reason, and I don't understand why I did that. So we're gonna, well, I said I was gonna demonstrate it. I was gonna get the key. No, I'll just go in the Sans door here. I'm gonna die, but that's okay. Here's like the actual menu. I don't have stuff like this very much in this level, but this is just like the HUD and whatnot. Really, I just need a transition between it. And this part could be better for sure. I wish I could make it auto-scrolling to the left, but unfortunately, not only is there not a lot of room coming up, but you can't make it auto-scrolling here, but not. Like, you'd have to make it auto-scrolling in the whole level. I don't think you can make it scroll to the left either. Either way, it wasn't really an option. And you could make like a cannon moving like this, how it's moving towards me, but to the left. And I just felt like that was sort of, I don't know, it didn't fit. And it also ran out of, I hit the limit of how many objects you can have. Alright, so we're back here, and you just go through this door is like Asgore. This is where it would continue into the normal route instead of the genocide route. So really, it like resets all you did, and it's kind of annoying that it's like that. But that goes back to the key problem that I was complaining about. This is supposed to be Asgore, and fun fact, if you watch the video, I actually sync up the music perfectly with the fight, and I did that on purpose because in the original 2015 video, it happened to sync up like 2 or 3 hits, and I wanted the next video to be 100% better. So I just listened to the song while I did this fight, and it didn't even take that long. I'm a crazy person that overthinks stupid things like this. Next room, you killed Asgore or whatever, and then here's Omega Flowey, which was not in the 2015 level. Alright, let's try that again. This fight's not even hard if you're just... Well, I guess it's hard if you're small Mario. You just need to get the mushrooms. And it turns into a fire flower. Oh, I guess that's fine. You can just damage boost through everything. Like, it's not that good of a fight, but it's also kind of limited. You know? It's whatever. I really couldn't think of a better way to do it. And there also is that whole level that was based around Omega Flowey, and a lot of people compared my Undertale level to that. Like in the first game, people would leave comments that are like, you know, it's possible, like you can do it, but it's like that was a whole level on its own, and I have to condense everything, and it really shows too. Like it's just everything seems like half baked, but that's because it is. But that's the challenge. That was the gimmick. I had a lot of fun making it too. Okay, but then we just continue through the end. Yeah, the green pipe is the normal ending, and then the red pipe is if you beat Sans. And yeah, the star. I was thinking about this before. I was like, what's the star even supposed to be? I think it's supposed to be the sun at the end of the game. So yeah, pacifist ending wasn't really an option. I'll talk about it more when I go into the editor, but yeah. Alright, now here we are in the editor. And it's just, you can see how like tight everything is. Like here's like Snowden, and then here up here this is Hotland. It's just like so close together. Here's like the only part where there's like a gap. Here's actually a weird thing. Earlier in the level, you see the Asgore part a little early just because it's laid out a certain way. And you need to trigger this. So once you go into the fight, you're not... Okay, like, the way the fight's supposed to start is... he jumps up. Like, I wanted him to be like up there to start. But also, the problem I had was... you'd come through here, and then he... Well, that's how it normally works. But then once you came through here, he'd fall. And then here he is fighting you up here. That was always weird to me. Until I fixed it with some of these blocks that have to go off automatically. Like during the Muffet fight, I think. So yeah, that goes off there, so he just stays put. Yeah, here it is during the Muffet fight. This goes off at this point, just because it's very controlled, this part. And then, yeah, this is like the timer that goes off. It's just like... This part is a little bit strange. I think maybe I could have just had it where you just have to go up. There's no timer or anything. Maybe Mario Maker 3. I hope Mario Maker 3 is Mario Maker 3D. That'd be fantastic. Okay, here. This is what I want to showcase here. So once you get to the end, this is what happens. This is all it is. And avoid the Gaster Blasters. Here's Sans. So you kill Sans, you go through, and you come out the end. So yeah, depending on which ending you get, it sounds different. But in Mario Maker 1, you could make it the same pipe, which was much better. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Appreciate you watching a video that's not Smash related. Also, here's something I guess I forgot to mention, is that Sans is actually giving you the mushroom, which is supposed to be a hot dog.